Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over at 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And the Cardinal 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A gain of
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Arizona.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
James on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Nance, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to...
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back?
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
The 42-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Cardinals.
Here's Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Cardinals 21. Buccaneers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 28.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray dancing to his left. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
The ball carrier.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
17 yards. And the Cardinals.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. And a give this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 21-0 our score after 1. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Here's Richie James on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. 2nd and long. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
He's not going to get me. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdown.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
56 is the mic. Second cover defense. Second cover defense. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there. 56 the mic, boy. 56.
Shotgun now for Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know this.
And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Switch.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the gun, Murray. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Murray with a 3rd and long. Going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
2nd and 9 now.
At the Cardinals' 46-yard line.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Hassan Reddick just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Give it here to his running back. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Andy Isabella, incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets it up past the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
36-yard line.
Back to throw. flush to his right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Watch the whip. 51 for Mike, boy. 51. Here it comes. Here it comes. Mike, 51.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
First and 10.
They got 29 yards that time.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Back to 60. Back to 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Undercrunch.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. D.D. Westbrook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Cardinals.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Switch gears, switch gears. Check.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back, not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now a play fake here on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there at 22.
First and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Number 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught by Howard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Cardinals first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. That ball complete to Isabella.
Murray's pass complete to Andy Isabella. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. And again this time to the tailback. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
1-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
43's the Mike. 43's the Mike. Check pass. Check pass. Mike 43.
They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Down and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nance. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw.
46-yard line.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's good.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Tighten up. Pull it together. 43 is the mic. Kill.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Tonight's
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Arizona, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.